Yeah, hello. Losing weight, ripping vinyl here. I thought I'd do a little video presenting my new audio stuff and what I've done with this cabin sound-wise. Well, of course, you know, the new record player stuff is working out really nice. I had some speed stability issues. I thought I should solve this with a Pro-Ject Speedbox DS, and I will, but in the meantime I have done something else. Below the table here, that is a box that makes 13.6 volts out of the 230 50 Hertz. We have 230 volts, and there's a little box that does a Pure Sine Wave 50 Hertz 150 watt and into 230 volts again. So and it's really stable, and it was quite a cheap solution. And the good thing about this is I get separated from any mains problems, and I can power the sound card, which is this one, and the new DAC, which is a Cambridge Audio DACmagic Plus, and I power the TubeBox DS from Pro-Ject, which is my Phono stage, as well as the motor for the record player. And I now switch on and off the record player with that button, so it's a little bit easier, and that has worked well so far. I still want the Speedbox DS though, to make a little bit more reliable, plus I can change the speed through that instead. I will also experiment more with the belt for the platter, and maybe even experiment with a new platter. I'm experimenting with a few ideas there in my thoughts anyway. The new amplifier is a Vincent SV237. It has tube pre-stage and a regular 150 watt into 8 ohms power amp, and I use QED XT400 speaker cables with spades. You see that cable I routed over there, and it drives my new Focal Chorus 836W speakers. This is with the front grill on, and over here we have it with the grill off. I excuse the mess in the corner there. I just thought I'd show you that. Ripping is done with Soundforge Audio Studio 10, and through the TC Electronic Desktop K0onnekt 6. Everything is connected now. It's the record player to the DAC, and from the DAC to the sound card, and from the sound card to the amplifier. So it isn't the straightest line of signal when listening directly to the record player for now, but this is to make the recording of the records as good as possible. actually you can hear it's actually better sound when I replay the recordings via the Cambridge Audio DAC than listening directly right now. But that will probably improve once I connect directly from the Phono stage to the amplifier. There is a record out, but I thought since the Phono stage is tube driven on the output stage and the preamp here is tube, I thought it would be a little bit too much tube before the recording to get a really clean sound for the recording. Anyway, you might have seen when I start a recording, I just lower the arm to the record and turn to this screen, which of course duplicates my big TV screen. And this is a touch screen, so I just touch the start button on this screen. And sorry, the shaking here. This is normally then in that position, and I can just swing it over so that I can make any, when I'm running on the treadmill, I can make some adjustments or controlling it if the recording levels is set off too much or anything. I know if I have to restart anything. Anyway, that's my method. I also use Soundforge to split up the files after I recorded the side, and I then after that use MediaMonkey to tag the files. Well, that is about all about that. Sound quality wise, it's this room is very not forgiving for bass, so they're kind of thin in the bass area, the new speakers for this room. So I will probably add a subwoofer, and I will probably build it myself using those 12-inch woofers, and drive that with a Denon mono stage amp that I have. I will make a filter for it, or rather I'll try to make a friend make it that is very good at doing that kind of stuff, or at least make a good filter design that I can solder together myself maybe. So we'll see. And this is my computer I make the videos normally from. So you can see the little bit of control video there. Anyway, did I say anything about the sound? Well, sound quality, the bass is thin, and but it depends where you are in the room. If I sit in the chair in front of the computer, I get good bass response, and if I sit on the optimal place to listen, which would be behind this chair, in that sofa, it is good bass. But if I lean slightly forward from the sofa, that the bass just disappears. So there is a little bit of a problem with the room. But anyway, I will, as I said, probably add a subwoofer extra, but it's a really nice sound as it is. It isn't really played in, so it sounds. Once I remove the grills from the tweeters, the tweeter is really balanced and really nice sound actually. The mid-range, it's quite a big mid-range. It's a good size for a mid-range, being 6.5 inch, and but it isn't played in quite yet, and you can hear that it's kind of restrained in some areas, especially in the little bit lower regions of the mid-range. So but it's coming. I hear improvements all the time. Well, that's it, I guess. This video shouldn't go much longer than this. So anyway, it's a little bit of a presentation from my sound setup, and excuse the mess, I'm really not done with everything yet, but that's how it is. So see you later. Bye.